Evening to some of you as well, and welcome to today's webinar for AI-powered strategies to future-proof your SEO and boost your online visibility. My name is Jeffrey, and I'm glad you're all here today because as small business owners, I feel like one of the things that you're facing right now with AI is staying ahead of the curve and really adapting and adopting those new technologies is essential because we really want to make sure that one, you're being found, two, you're being heard. But three, people are not just passing your page and website by, and they're actually getting engaged with your business. So today, I want you to sit back, take notes, relax, ask questions. And today, we're going to be actually exploring how to integrate artificial intelligence or AI into your SEO strategies. And this way, we can really make sure that you have an understanding of how AI and SEO can help you not only really future-proof your business, but also enhance your online visibility. So we're going to be diving right in. All right, so if everyone can still see my screen right there, yes. Okay, so really today we're going to be going through a lot of things, and I'm excited that everyone's here, like I said. So we're first going to be going through what is AI and how do you use it for your small business. After that, we're going to be going over evolving SEO trends for 2024. Then we're going to be tackling AI-powered keyword search. This is going to help you really figure out how to incorporate AI, incorporate how to really use it and not be so afraid of it. I'm still learning a lot about it, and I want you to know that I am enthusiast. I'm an enthusiast about this. I'm no expert about this, but doing research, working with the GoDaddy team, I want to make sure that you have some great takeaways from this as well. Also, we're going to be going over how to engage using engaging website content with AI, local SEO optimization with AI, and then I also have some actionable takeaways for all of you today. So when you leave here, you're not just leaving here knowing what we went over in today's webinar, but also some other great things as well. All right, so what is artificial intelligence? Let me know if you have played around with AI before in the chat box, or if you have attended one of our office hours before. Awesome. Edward from San Diego, my WordPress guy, love this. Yes, absolutely. Several AI. Yes, Ruben. I love that. Awesome. Yes to both. Okay, Sean. Okay. We love that. Have no clue, newbie. Yes to both. That's okay. So AI, artificial. No, just getting interested. Scott, you're in the perfect place to be interested. Sally, no. And that's okay. So AI or artificial intelligence. I use it every day. Colleen, okay. Yes, Colleen. Yes, office hours sent me an intro rabbit hole. I'm addicted. Okay, so AI or artificial intelligence is really a branch of computer science that's focusing on creating intelligent machines capable of performing tasks that we would typically be doing ourselves. And the great thing I love about AI, yes, the great thing about AI is it's still learning. And I'm going to be frank and honest with you all is number one, don't enter any personal information. If you can use a fake name, I use a fake name when I'm typing in things and I want to do things with AI. Never tell it your business name. Maybe give it some things about your business. Maybe you're a salon, maybe you're a nonprofit, maybe you are consulting business. Do things like that to really give it some context. And we're going to go over some prompts and different things like that later on the webinar as well, but using it carefully and also making sure that you're adding that human inflection into it as well. Because that's one thing that AI does not have. It doesn't have the way of adding in human emotions into this. Now, AI can be a game changer, really allowing small businesses, small business owners, entrepreneurs to really automate and streamline various processes. And this can save you both a ton of time and resources if done the right way. So by leveraging AI, you can analyze data, you can identify patterns, and make data-driven decisions to really help you optimize your SEO efforts. If I can click over there, yes. All right, so these three features that could benefit your small business. And I want us to come into this with an open mind. Like I said, I am no expert with AI. I'm only an enthusiast, but I want to make sure that we're relating this great information from our company and what we've done research on in the blogs that we've produced to business owners as well. That's one of the big things I want us to get out of this is making sure that you're getting the most out of social media and out of your website and out of AI as well. So these are some three really great benefits and how AI can actually benefit your small business. So number one, time saving automation. AI can automate tasks like data analytics, invoicing, customer interactions. Even though we still want those to be humanized, like I said, you do have to go back in and add a little bit of human touch to it, but freeing up some more important time for other work that you have to do or improving overall performance and customer satisfaction. It can also automate marketing tasks as well, which has kind of helped me a little bit along the way when I'm having to do some things and offer insights for personalized marketing too. Like I said, this is going to really help you. I'm going to drop in the AI prompt library as well, again, just to make sure that everyone has an eye on it. Play around with it when you have a chance later on today. And that's going to be some of your homework, your takeaway from today too. Okay. So another thing is data analysis. How many of us are data experts or we know how to I love this, Edward. Yes, great for brainstorming, titles, synopsis, presentations, form documents. Yes. Data analysis, AI can analyze vast amounts of data from sources like social media and customer interactions to identify not only trends, but also help make informed decisions about promotions, product offerings, customer service, um, things like that, that it can really help improve operational efficiency, if you will, and identify areas for cost saving as well, which is super important. Now, last but not least, is going to also help you come up with data driven lead generation. AI can analyze website traffic, CRM data, social media feeds, but in order for it to understand target audiences and their preferences, it's going to help you also produce more effective messages to really turn visitors into leads and create sales. And so, if you have a chance to look into the AI prompt library, do check it out. Really make sure that you're using the right prompts, you're asking AI the right things, and you're prompting it in the right way as well. So, easy ways to use AI. And the thing I do love about this, so Jane, if you go up right above where Edward typed great for brainstorming titles, you'll see the library. You just click on that link, and I want you to bookmark that link. That's going to come in really important whenever you go into ChatGPT and you want to ask ChatGPT some questions, whether that is whether that's like different questions about thank you China, okay, good Jane, whether you want to ask it about marketing, you want to ask it about your business, how to come up with a content plan. Oh, Jane, you just have to scroll up and you'll be able to see it. And I can also pin this as well. It'll be pinned at the very top. So it's always pinned and you'll have that right up there as well. Awesome. Okay. So easy ways to start using AI today. Like I said, I want us to walk away and you're going to have some takeaways from today too. Is these are four small ways that you can use AI to fuel growth, but also enhance productivity too. So AI customer service, Chat GPT can be trained using previous customer conversations. Like I said, you don't want to add in names, businesses, anything like that, but you do want to be able to help you create a knowledgeable and efficient customer service bot. Whether you have a website, whether you're on vacation, things like that, you truly do want to make sure that you are using AI to its benefit and also to your customers' benefit too. Social media management. How many of us are having a hard time coming up with a social media calendar or what to write for a post, what hashtags to use? You want to look at ChatGPT and also use the prompt library to prompt you to ask ChatGPT the right questions, whether that is to come up with a social media calendar, whether that is to help you come up with SEO things or social media, sales, helping you book appointments, things like that. ChatGPT can really be instrumental in helping you, but if you, like I said, if you use it the right way too. The reason why I don't wanna use business names is because you're not really supposed to be entering in personal information. So while, yes, you can enter in, like, a location or something like that, you can really describe your business, and that's really important just because it learns everything. So it's going to learn the ins and out of your business. So I would just be careful entering in your business name or your name personally or anything like that. Any personal details. Got it. Okay. So also custom visual assets. Dolly, an AI model, can help you generate visual assets too. I've only used it a couple of times, but small businesses can use Dolly to really create unique visuals if they don't have time to take pictures or if they're wanting to come up with something a little bit different, a little bit funky outside of what they normally do. And it can also help you do blog posts as well. Um, Jasper AI is an AI writing assistant that help quickly generates blog posts by providing topics and key points. And that as well. I'm going to bring it back up our YouTube because we just actually did a blog post. Here we go. You can always try to say like sir or ma'am or whatever pronoun that you would like to use. So I would always be careful. We'll be going through some of those. I would recommend you attend our AI office hours. Just be on the lookout for those, Sue. And we go through a lot of those as well. And I can actually direct you to some of our videos as well from this. So, Sue, if you click on that, you'll see a few of our AI office hours and blocks, and you'll be able to see some of those tools being demonstrated as well. And we'll go into that. I have some screenshots of that for a little bit later. And today is purely educational. Yeah, you're all good, y'all. Okay, so maybe these are some challenges that some of you have ran into. Let me know. We'd love to hear about this in the chat box. But some of us, we're a little bit nervous. Maybe it's the cost that you have to pay for ChatGPT 4, the Turbo. Maybe it's the quality that it's putting out for you right now because you're not prompting it the right way. Or maybe you're just resistant to change. I know I was at first. I'm like, AI, what is this really going to do for me in my work? How's this going to look like for me in the future? So you always want to make sure that you're learning how to use these things as well. Implementing AI in any business, small, corporate, anything like that is going to be a challenging. And not only just due to cost or technical expertise, but you want to make sure that you're using it in the right way. So that's why I'm all glad that you're here to learn just a little bit more about AI, but also how to properly use it. And if you haven't used it yet and you are a little bit of afraid, don't worry. You're in the right room. You've come to the right spot. We have you. We want to make sure that you feel super comfortable using AI as well. And come back to us for questions and look at our AI office hours videos as well. So these are just some great tips to introducing AI into your workflow before you begin. So adopting AI technology in your small business, doesn't have to be daunting. It can be scary. I know you're probably like, no, I don't want it to do anything to my work. I don't want it to take over anything. But just look and follow these pro tips of like identifying a specific business problem to solve with AI. Some of you have said, I need to help create social media plan. I need to help with product descriptions. I want to generate leads. All of that is in our prompt library of where you can learn how to prompt ChatGPT on how to ask these right things to get the solution that you would like to come out of this. Choose the right AI solution that aligns for your needs and goals. Is that Dolly? Is that ChatGPT 3? Is that ChatGPT 4? Educate your team on using and maximizing AI tools. Don't just go in willy nilly saying, yes, use this. This is great. But really learn and do your research on how this is going to work for you, your business, your team, and your community. That's super important. And also ensure data quality as well. Security for effective and ethical AI training, just like we were talking about a little bit earlier. You don't always want to use your name, any personal information like that. Like if you're saying you're going on a trip, I wouldn't necessarily put my name or if I have children, their names or anything like that. So let's just try to think about how to work with it smarter. and not being putting personal information there, like your license number or your passport number or your telephone number, things like that. But also, I want us to continuously monitor and evaluate your AI solutions. And remember, just because they give you this answer doesn't mean you have to use this. I like to use this as an outline. I think Edward was talking about this a little bit earlier. You really want to use this as an outline, a really jump off point of making sure that you're getting in the right information as well. So by implementing these steps, you can embrace AI technology, but also drive growth and success for your business, whether that's small, you're a solopreneur, you're an entrepreneur, you have a team of 10 or 15 or 20. This will also enable you to not only optimize the benefits of AI and stay ahead of competition, because we know that things are changing fast, and I want to make sure that no one is left behind. So let's jump into our next point, evolving SEO trends for 2024. So now that we have, it's been handy. Love that. Okay. And it's been handy and shortcut content creation. It's great for brainstorming, but not as a substitute for actual brains. Thank you. I love that. Yes, Edward, it'll be on the event page and also be on YouTube as well. All right, so evolving SEO trends for 2024. So now that we have a basic understanding of AI, I want us to also explore how it can help us keep up with the evolving SEO trends for 2024. For each, exactly. And those are great things that you want to do, Eric, as well. And we'll be going into meta descriptions a little bit later on too. So you'll see exactly like what Eric's talking about too. So SEO is constantly evolving. It's always changing. And it's crucial for small businesses to really adapt to the changing landscape to maintain an edge on the competition, whether that's a business that's across from you, that's down the road, 30 miles away. So by integrating AI into your SEO strategies, you can stay ahead of the game, and AI-powered tools can analyze, vast amounts of data to identify emerging trends. Now, like we said, exactly, content creation. And that's something that we're doing on our side with GoDaddy as well. So you really want to make sure that this allows your business to make informed decisions and tailor your SEO tactics accordingly. Like we've been saying, this is a jumping off point for you. Don't just take what AI has to say and just run with it. That's not what you want to do. You want to use this as an outline for your business. So really making sure you're ensuring your business stays visible, but also relevant in the ever-changing digital world too. So like we were just saying, social sharing buttons are essential for business websites and blogs. If you have a website, if you have a blog, any type of business, you want your social sharing on here, just like Facebook, X, LinkedIn, your email, Messenger. So social sharing buttons, they're crucial to your business and how people are going to share the things that are great about your business as well. But these buttons actually make it easy for your audience to share content with their networks too. And it's also more important, let me back up there. But it's also important to integrate these buttons into your site. How many of us have these social buttons on our website or our blog? Let me know in the chat box if you do, and let me know if you also don't. And a great example is that you can see right here, the use of social share buttons, but it also stays visible as I scroll through my blog and I scroll through the website. So by including these buttons, you not only have them and it's easier for people to share, but you can encourage more people to share your content and increase this reach. At the end of the day, that's what we want to do. We want to make sure that we're increasing the reach of our posts that we're doing, whether that's on our social, whether that's on our website, whether that's on our blog. We really want to make sure that our posts are getting that reach so it can connect with more people that are like-minded like us as well. I need a website first for Meta, and don't see that either. There usually is a button for TikTok. Yes, Sabrina, but I don't. Okay, seeing some dues. Exactly, Edward. You're seeing just different iterations of verbiage as well. And like we said, don't take it just for granted. Also, use your mind as well. Use this as an outline. And don't forget, AI can't add in human emotions, human inflection. So that is your job to do as well. Don't just turn something in and be like, oh, here it is. This is great. it's not going to probably hit right with your audience because they're like, wait, where is the actual like human inflection? Where is that person? Um, so if you're struggling to come up with new content ideas, social media is a gold mine, to be honest. And if you ever look at your For You page, that means that content is specifically for you and it's tailored to what you like, what you usually engage with on these social platforms. But when we're thinking about this, it's just a really great source for blog topics. Sorry, but I'm in a generation that didn't have computers. So a For You page is if you're on your Instagram and you go to the search bar and it's usually everything that pops up that you see all those pictures, that's your For You page. I would suggest so. Yes, Eric, to have like a sharing. Yeah. No, no problem, Colleen. No, Sandy, don't feel lost and just know that you're in the right place. Exactly. And like I said, if you're struggling to come up with content ideas or social media, it's going to be a gold mine. So it's going to be a great source for blog topics, training discussions, keywords, social conversations. But your social platform, it can help you easily identify and understand popular topics and trends. So if you're ever on TikTok, if you're ever on Instagram, um, X, Facebook, really look at those and really see what's trending for you and your audience and your community. Do a little bit of research. But it's also valuable tool in ensuring that your marketing messages resonate with your audience and speak their language too. Yeah, and like Jane said, and like I've also asked, let us know where you're coming from as well, what type of business you have and where you're from too. So, fine tuning your publishing frequency. How many of us post a few times a week? Maybe we are posting a few times a day. Let me know. Let me know the frequency of how many times you're posting on social media. Maybe you're posting blogs as well, because creating a consistent content calendar, which is super helpful, and it's also found in the AI prompt library that I pinned into the chat as well, is going to be really key to driving more traffic to your website. Now, it's also important to note that to determine the best times to post on social media, you're probably thinking, well, Jeffrey, when are the best times to post? I could literally sit here and tell you that the best times to post are X, Y, and Z. And honestly, that's just not true anymore. It really depends on your business, your community, and how often they're getting engaged with you. You have to do that homework and looking in your analytics of your social media platforms and each platform as well, because each platform is different. So don't hesitate to share and recycle links to your blog posts as well. Don't think you have to reinvent the wheel when it comes to social sharing, but also creating new content. After all the effort you've put into like really creating them, they deserve to be shared multiple times. So don't be afraid to share some of your content more than once. And if you want to avoid repeating yourself, this is where your content calendar really comes into play, and also coming up with a great plan for distribution too. So this way you can really think about maximizing the reach and impact of your content without duplicating that message as well. And just going through the chat here. Okay. E-commerce. Oh, Sally. For e-com, this would be useful to say, take a list of specs and generate a snippet of verbiage. Not yet. I'm a service-based business. That's true. And like you said, Jane, you want to increase sales, but where do you want to increase sales? And if you're looking for that, I suggest clicking on that AI library and looking at the AI prompt and plugging that in and figuring out how you can exactly increase those sales, or at least get yourself guided to that point. Because increasing sales, that does take a lot of time. And it depends on how you want to increase those. Is it online? Is it in person? Is it over a certain period of time? How have you been tracking that too? So foster relationships with your audiences and influencers. How many of us feel like we have a good relationship with our audience? We have like a good handle on them. We can talk to them. Um, we kind of know and what to expect from them. I'd like to think so. I do with my customers, not yet. And that's fine. Building strong customer relationships, I mean, is crucial for small businesses. But by fostering an engaged community, you increase the likelihood of generating clicks and attracting valuable traffic to your website. And I want us to think about that when we think about community is don't just think about the community that's in front of us right now, that the customers that you already have. Think about building that community beyond that. We want to make sure that our community reaches their friends. I would do that too, the avatar. And you can create these, they're really fun to do. Um, but the thing I want us to get from this community can also help amplify your content by sharing it with their networks. That's why I'm asking, do you know your community? Do you feel like you have a good, strong hold on them? Because if you're not that engaged with your customers, then they're not going to likely share your content. And if you're not posting the right things or things they're going to be interested in, you're just posting just for the sake of posting, then it's not going to really work in their favor or your favor either. Social media platforms is going to really provide not only an excellent avenue for developing and nurturing relationships with your target audience, but also including influencers as well. So when we collaborate with influencers, we can significantly boost the visibility of your content. How many of us have worked with a brand ambassador or an influencer before? Let me know in the chat box if you have. I have Letitia. Okay. Not yet, China. That's okay. It takes time. And I want us to also not think about this too, that we have to pay an influencer. Sometimes I want us to also think about this. I want you to write down nano, so NANO, influencer or micro influencers. These are small influencers that usually are not wanting to get paid. They're really just wanting to collaborate with a brand, a small business. Exactly. If you, I hear this a lot, and if you're advertising to everyone, you're advertising to no one. You can't, like, let's take a dentist office, for example. Um, a dentist says, oh, I want to reach everyone. Of course, you want to have people come in. But how do you engage with those people in the first place? You have to know exactly who you're talking to. You need to know your client base. You need to know who your customers are. Are your customers tweens? Are they millennials? Are they Gen Z? Are they Gen X? Um, you really want to make sure that you have that, but you also come up with a customer like avatar, but a customer persona for your business as well. So maybe that's Jeffrey. He's in his 30s. He likes to have fun with his friends. He loves to go out to dinner. You want to make up these certain things like he makes X amount of money per year. He lives in Austin, Texas. So really making sure that you're looking at those types of things as well. And to further enhance your content strategy, really want us to consider leveraging AI keyword research. And we're going to pop into this in just a second. But this technology can help you really identify the most relevant and effective keywords to really incorporate into your content. So by optimizing your content, by really knowing who you're marketing to as a small business, you can improve your search engine rankings, but also attract more organic traffic to your website. AI-powered keyword research, if I can talk and not be sick today, that would be great. So keywords play a crucial role in SEO and determining how easily your target audience can find your website. So when we look at AI and we're asking AI to help us or ask us for a prompt, AI-powered keyword research tools can help you identify not only relevant and high-performing keywords that align your business objectives, but these tools can really help you search volumes, competition levels, and user intent. This is just really making sure that you're leveraging AI keyword for research. You can save time, but also optimize your content strategy and ultimately drive more organic traffic to your website. So, smarter keyword research. So, for small businesses, and especially when you're leveraging um, keyword research through AI-powered tools, this can be a game changer, if I cannot stumble today. So whenever we're thinking about this, in addition to saving time and effort, this AI-driven keyword research can help small businesses target the right keywords, but also it can improve your SEO strategies. So by optimizing your content for the most, let's say, relevant and high-performing keywords, you as an entrepreneur, solopreneur, as a small business owner, you can increase that visibility in search engine results pages or SERPs, search engine results page, and attract more organic traffic to your website. At the end of the day, yes, you're going to have to put some dollars and cents behind your SEO strategy or behind your advertising strategy, your content strategy. But what I first want us to do as business owners, as entrepreneurs, is try to work on an organic strategy first. So looking ahead, as most businesses adopt AI and they get more comfortable with it, it raises the question of how search engines are going to really determine rankings. And I know we've seen a lot of this even within schools. They're making sure that people are not plagiarizing with this. So, like I said, really adding in that human inflection, that human tone, that human flavor, if you will, to your content, to your website, to your keyword search is super important. And it becomes apparent that you can tell when a business uses straight AI, but also when a business they're using their brain as well, and they're using that human inflection, they're using that human emotion too. So to stay competitive in this digital landscape, I want us to focus on one thing and not let that leave us as well, is our humanizing the content too. Don't forget about that. Is people come to your pages because they identify with it. They want to come to you because they feel like you are a source. And they do that because they know that you're human and that you engage with them too on that human level. So really making sure that you're not just letting AI do all the work for you. You're letting it set the stage. You're letting it build up the base for you, and you're decorating the cake. You're adding on the candles. You're doing all the fondant and all the cool writing on top of it. You're adding that signature touch to it. And hey, George from Lee County, Florida. I almost said Lee County, Georgia. There's a Lee County in Georgia as well. I was like, wait a minute. All right, enhance content creation. Oh, getting too fast over here. Enhance content creation. So for small business owners, AI-powered content generation tools can be, like I said, it's going to be a game changer, but more importantly, it's going to help you save that time when coming up with content. But also working with influencers and brand ambassadors is going to be really key as well. And content is going to be those critical factors in search engine optimization. And AI is continually revolutionizing the way that small businesses are going to be creating content, but also producing content as well as we know it. So with AI powered tools, you as a business owner, you can leverage the power of like the data analysis to generate high quality, relevant, and engaging content. The one thing I want us to remember is when we're coming up with AI powered content, whether that's a picture, whether that's a product description, a blog post, this optimization, you want to make sure that small businesses content is not only engaging, but it's also easily discoverable by search engines. So by utilizing AI-powered content, small business owners can produce content more efficiently and effectively. And I say that and not saying whatever it spits out, you put onto your page. Don't do that. I've seen that happen already, and it's not that pretty. And people get dragged for it, and that's not what we want to do as a community. We want to make sure we're building up each and every small business and entrepreneur and solopreneur. We're here together. We're all here together in this webinar clearly for a reason. And these tools can help you really streamline the content creation process. So allowing small businesses to really keep up with the ever increasing demand of fresh and engaging content. How many of us feel like we have to continuously create content over and over again? And we feel like it's never stopping. Let me know in the chat box if you feel that way, or if you've experienced that kind of, feeling with your content. But this in turn can improve your search engine rankings. But remember, use your AI as a jump off point. But this is just really help you attract more organic traffic and ultimately drive business growth. I want to come back to here. We have to if we want to continue to post. Yes, I used to feel that way. Okay, how do we get there? If we go to GoDaddy and our page edit website will say, I'll have to look in that, Jane, because we do have our big launch coming up. But there is some information on it on the GoDaddy website. Yes, I'm running out of ideas. I share a lot of other Edward. I share a lot of other people's content for my audience's benefit. All roads lead to brassringwebsitedesign.com. At the end of the day, though, and I love that Edward brought this up. Don't be afraid of sharing other people's content too. If you find it informative, if you've learned something from it, make sure that you take that with you, but you explain what you've learned. I follow a lot of people that are health influencers. They go to the gym or style, things like that. And yes, well, sometimes I do copy it, but I want to put on my own spin on it too. So never be afraid to put your spin on it. That's what's really important. So to take advantage of AI's impact, sometimes we do have chatbots on our website to say, hey, we've noticed that you've been on our page for a while. How can we help you? Or I was recently I was on a shoe website and I had a customer service problem and they helped me. They guided me to the right place. So having a chatbot, there's nothing wrong with it. It does a few things. It provides virtual assistance when you cannot be there or a physical person cannot be there, and at least gets them to that starting off point. But not only that, it's real support time and real time. How many of us have come, and I'm one of those people right now, don't hate me. How many of us are those people when we go to something, we kind of expect that instant gratification? Let me know in the chat box. Let me know if you've experienced this type of feeling, since with technology, how it's picked up, how things are moving just a little bit faster in that instant gratification part. Okay. But what I really want us to do is analyze our user behavior and also their preferences, of course, Sue Ellen. And sometimes instant gratification isn't going to happen for all of us or for businesses or for their pages. So you're probably thinking, Jeffrey, how does this relate to SEO and rankings and AI? Liable for failing to make their website. Exactly. You have to make sure that your website is compliant, whether that is, especially on a cell phone. How many of us have looked at a website on a cell phone, whether that's a restaurant, it's a spa, consulting business, health, and you have to zoom in or you have to zoom out, and and it takes you a while. You want to make sure that your website is not only compliant, but it's also compliant for mobile phones as well. And it's also important to note that not all technologies, AI technologies, are created equally. So while some software companies are incorporating AI into their platforms, not all of them are going to offer these advanced capabilities. Yes, 60% of website visits are via mobile. How many of us use our phone more than we would like to admit? Let me know in the chat box. I know I'm one of those people. I'm going to go ahead and put myself in there. All the time looking at websites on my phone. Guilty. Okay. Yes. So some of us, yes, we do, and use my phone too much. I am too. My friends are always like, "You're on your phone a lot." Um, no, you're fine, Sue Ellen. And Sue Ellen, if you do have a question, feel free and let me turn on the Q&A as well. So if you have any questions, feel free to put those in the Q&A too. I find it the website designer with love-hate relationship with web. And it's important. I know, stop scrolling, stop doom scrolling. I know as soon as we get up in the morning, we're like, wait a minute. So how can we prevent people from going to other websites, and we want them to focus on our website? We make it mobile friendly. We make it easy to read. We make it easy to navigate. I know I'm a scroller here too. You're not alone. None of us are alone. We're all here together in the scroll help group right here. Enhance search results. AI is revolutionizing the way that search results are presented to users, and this has significant implications for small businesses, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, new businesses that are just barely getting off the ground right now. So to adapt to these changes, Small businesses, business owners, we have to optimize our websites. And just like we're getting into this, it needs for rich snippets, featured snippets, and other types of content that's going to prominently display on search engine results. So if you want people to find out about your dentist and you offer like something special, like you offer teeth whitening for a certain price, you might want to put that into your search, but you also might want to write a blog about this too. Talk about it in your social, put it in your bio. So by creating content that is more likely to be featured in these enhanced search results, small businesses, you can really not only increase the traffic to your website, but also increasing visibility too. That's a big thing that we want to concentrate on, is increasing and improving our visibility. Now, to truly stand out in search results, small businesses should continue to innovate, but also we should really make sure that we're finding new ways to differentiate our content and provide unique value to your target audience. And our last slide in this, and I want to ask us a question. Advanced data analysis. Yes, you can go to your platforms for your data analysis, your analytics. I suggest that you do that at least once a week, whether that's Instagram, that's Facebook, that's X, TikTok. Really make sure you're looking at how you performed that week, how your content performed, who's engaging with you, who dropped off, when was the time that people got engaged with you the most, and why. Just because something is working doesn't mean we shouldn't look into it. And just because something goes bad doesn't mean that we should avoid it. So either way, we should be looking into what's going great and what's not going so great. The tools that are going to help you provide these in-depth insights into website performance, user behavior, and also these other SEO metrics, they're really helping you as a business identify patterns, trends, but also for optimization opportunities of where you can make sure you're optimizing your content and your website even more. So by leveraging data analysis, small businesses, us business owners, you can make data-driven decisions to continuously improve not only your strategy, but your SEO strategy. So now we're going to get into it, engaging website content with AI. We're getting into it just a second, but I want to ask us a question too. Excuse me. Okay. We'll be launching, Margaret asks, what's the big launch that's going to be happening? GoDaddy Arrow, and you can actually look at it. Right. And I'll put the link in right here, Margaret, and I'll also put it in the chat as well. I know it is, Edward. Thank you for understanding and not judging me. Sally, I honestly don't know the answer to that, but what I will say is short form content, any kind of video content is super valuable. Anything that you can explain via video, anything that can really attract your customer's attention is going to be super powerful versus just writing something out. And while yes, blogs are great, the written form is amazing. Also try to interject some videos in between the blogs as well. We do that at GoDaddy too. So I definitely understand where you're coming from. Exactly. Okay. So, engaging website content with AI, creating engaging website content is hard. It's hard to get the content that you want out there, and more importantly, on time. And not only that, it's hard for us to retain those visitors and keep them coming back. AI powered content creation tools can help you develop captivating and personalized content, but we still have to go in and we still have to make sure that we're fine tuning it. We're adding our little flair to it. But more importantly, we're leveraging AI to really create engaging website content. You can increase user engagement, improve conversion rates, and ultimately boost your online visibility. So how to enhance your AI prompts for content. And this is just really great. Like, for instance, this is something that you'll be able to do with the launch of Arrow for GoDaddy is you'll be able to drop an image in and give it a few little details about your business, and AI can suggest a product description for you versus you having to sit around all day, come up with a product description. This will actually help you come up with that. So you really want to make sure that you're learning how to use AI, you're learning how to prompt AI and doing it in the right way. Just a little sneak peek of what we're going to be launching later this year. And now, if you've all in the chat and you have that pinned section in the chat box, this is where you can look at different prompts. Prompts are so important in how you talk to AI, Chat GPT, and this is a really good one. I'll actually go through and read it. My business is let's say, a veterinarian located in Austin, Texas. We target big animals and small animals as well, because that is a thing. Um, large and small animals for veterinarians. And we offer an array of, I'm not a veterinarian, so don't judge me, anyone, products. So act as a marketing strategist specializing in the veterinarian field industry, provide a comprehensive plan for driving foot traffic and repeat business to our establishment. Your plan should include captivating promotions, loyalty programs, and marketing campaigns that effectively resonate with our target audience. Do not repeat the information back to me. Provide 3 suggestions as bulleted lists, not numbered. You can actually tell ChatGPT what to list, or it can list it in a table. Then ask me any clarifying questions about my business that would help you provide better answers. This is how you talk to ChatGPT, but more importantly, I want us to never stare at a blank screen again. We should not have that problem anymore. So to jumpstart your copywriting, to jumpstart your content plan, your loyalty program, start the content creation by using ChatGPT. And then, like, for these best results, use the prompts that we've provided in the AI prompt library that I'm going to drop into the chat box again, because I really want to make sure that we all have this. So yes, really making sure that you're using your AI prompts and you're using them in the right way. Oh, yes, tried on an AI. I have not turned myself into an AI figure. I'm a little bit too afraid of like putting my picture in that and it keeping that. So I'm holding out on that for right now. All right. And then also things like this. So this is just something else, your marketing calendar. So you can use it in a post, you can adjust the tone. You can also have some post ideas that it can suggest. This is something that we want to make sure that not only GoDaddy customers, but everyone that's a small business owner has access to. So we want to make sure that you can achieve the local SEO optimization by leveraging AI technology, by harnessing, these insights, and by really using it to its full potential. You can make data-driven decisions to improve not only your online visibility, but also attracting more local customers too. And by using AI for local SEO optimization, your business can then identify the most effective keywords, content strategies to really rank higher in your local search results. Because that's what we want, is we want to rank higher in these local search results while not having to spend a lot of money. We want to make sure that it's organic, but we also want to make sure that we're trying those organic strategies first. I'm going to click over to this next slide and our last talking point, local SEO optimization with AI. And we actually have a few more things. So the big thing is with how does it work in today's digital age? I know we're probably thinking, oh, I did not just call it digital age. Yes, I did. The internet has completely transformed, the way that we do business, the way we operate. I sometimes find myself going on Instagram to look up a business or to type something in before I even go to Google first now. So to increase visibility and to drive profits, we need to make sure that you're focusing on a few key factors like local SEO. And achieving higher local SEO is not easy, especially with growing competition. But not only that, but to appear at the top of the local search results, you really want to make sure it's important to understand how the local search algorithm works. So the competition is fierce. Of course it is. But I really want to make sure that in these next few things that you're going to be getting something out of this too. So proximity, prominence, relevance. These 3 things that I want us to remember. Proximity is your business's distance from the search. Not that yet. From the searcher plays a significant role in your local search rankings. So although you can't change your location, I feel like some people, if you could, you would. I will wait till I look at the chat box again to see who would. But optimizing your business information can help you appear for relevant nearby searches. Now, prominence. Google determines your business's importance by considering factors like citations, inbound links, and reviews. If you don't have reviews or if you're not able to get reviews, look at your social media sites to gather those reviews for you. Or if you are able to get reviews on Yelp and Google, do that as well. Really making sure you're encouraging people to leave you reviews, not just positive reviews, reviews. And don't be those businesses that will say, hey, if you leave us a review, we'll give you X amount off, because then you're just going to start a snowball effect of everyone leaving reviews. But are they real reviews? Had they been to your business? They'll just be expecting X amount off their treatment or their meal or their next doctor visit. Or their next boss appointment, something like that. And then relevance. Google aims to provide the most relevant results to search queries. So to improve relevance, optimize your business listings with well-structured content. Select appropriate categories and create localized content that's going to match the searcher's intent. By understanding and optimizing these three factors, proximity, prominence, relevance, small business owners can really increase not only their visibility, but also attract customers in local search results too. Okay. I'm going to check over here at the chat box one more time. Oh, thank you, Katie. Yes, that part. I try to try. I know. I'm just like not wanting my face to be in there and then being stuck out there and then people using my likeness for something that I just don't want. And I don't know if y'all have seen that model that like she was looking at something. She's like, wait a minute, that's my face. And they hadn't asked her for her likeness and they were using her generated via AI. So really making sure that you're being careful, like I said earlier, but to each their own. I know that's creepy. So that's why we have to be careful. And I'm going to not fly through this, but we only have a few more minutes left. I want to make sure I get to your questions as well. See, I'm glad that, see, I love that though. Okay. As long as you're having a good time. Okay, Edward. As long as you're having a good time and nobody's taking your information, I'm okay with that. But when they start doing that, be careful. So this is just the inside of ChatGPT and the way that you can use it. So for instance, list 20 recommendations for high-performing keywords for wedding catering businesses websites. So it gives me all the high-performing keywords, but learning how to ask it and learning how to use ChatGPT, it comes with time. Also, for instance, write the landing page copy for a wedding catering business using the keywords above. So you can take those keywords, boom, put it into something that's going to be your landing page that will get you seen. And also using the right keywords as well. Meta tags. I know we had mentioned about meta tags earlier, and meta description. Impress your guests with our bespoke wedding catering services. We offer a customizable menu. This is what we're seeing whenever we look on Google, and like this is one of the first things that are popping up like under all of that, under like the website name. This is what's popping up under that. And you want to make sure that it's speaking to your customers, that it's speaking to your, not only your current audience, but also your future audience as well. And please create an editorial calendar for the month of May. I have the worst problem sometimes coming up with my own editorial calendar for my personal stuff. So really lean in to using AI, but like we said, don't copy it, copy and paste. Take it, outline it, put some human brain and love and thought behind it too. And write a lighthearted blog post. See, right here, lighthearted. You kind of have to tell it to be lighthearted. You kind of have to tell it to, with humor, be educational, be humorous, be serious, but not too serious. Things like that. You really want to make sure that you're doing these types of things and you're optimizing your content so that it can suggest content for a blog post or articles. Thought I had to sneeze. I didn't. And that is our webinar for today. I know we went through a lot of content, but last but not least, I also want to take us over to this is our takeaways. this is your homework for the day. And I want you all to sign up for our next webinar too, if you can. I'd love to see you all in our next webinar. It's going to be in February. We'll have another one in March. And be on the lookout for our live streams, as well as our talks with influencers and our influencer from GoDaddy as well, and how you can also host influencers and use them to benefit your small business too. Yes, the replay will be available. It'll be on YouTube, but it'll also be on our event page as well. Exactly. And some of them are funny. And like I said, I'm still a little bit nervous about just putting my face out there. But your homework, create an SEO action plan tailored to your small business. And remember, use your GoDaddy prompt library. I'm putting this back in the chat. I don't want anyone leaving here saying it is out there. I don't want anyone saying, oh, I didn't get the prompt library. It's right here. It's pinned. It'll be the same title that the webinar was, and it should be up by Friday, by the end of this week. Implement AI-powered tools. So if you haven't tried ChatGPT, I want us to try it. I know I'm putting it out there now. Y'all are giving me a hard time, dang. If you haven't tried ChatGPT, try it. I encourage you all to. If you're afraid, I was afraid too. Just take a deep breath, use our prompt library, and use it for something simple like business operations, customer support. Exactly, Colleen, writing website stuff, SEO, social media. Oh, thank you. And optimize your online presence for local SEO. How many of us have not set up our pages on Google or Yelp, or have not put our address out there? We need to make sure we're optimizing those. Exactly. And then last but not least, monitor and analyze your SEO performance. But I want to take this a little bit further. I don't want anyone to find me physically. Exactly. Sometimes you don't. And monitor and analyze your SEO performance. I want us to do something a little bit differently. I want us to analyze our social media platforms. So looking at our social platforms, what performed well, what didn't perform as well this week. And again, I want to thank you all for attending today's webinar. We do. Oh my God, now you're getting me concerned. I'm like, this is why I use a shredder sometimes, but sometimes that doesn't even work. People are very clever these days. Again, no, thank you. I, again, want to thank you all for attending our webinar today. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. Oh, thank you. Thank you, China. And again, we will see you all here next time. Same place, different date, different topic. And I hope you all have a great Wednesday. Have a fabulous rest of your week, and love what you do what you love, and go make a difference in your communities. Thank you, everyone.